Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. Today's video going to be a preview of the Celtic versus Hibs game later on today. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff at Celtic Park as Celtic start a vital run of 3 games in 8 days with Hibs today, then Zagreb in the Champions League on Tuesday, and then Rangers in the League Cup final the following Sunday. Today's video going to be a wee look at some relevant stats of Celtic against Hibs games and Celtic's recent run of form, my own predicted lineup, predicted score, and one or two wee thoughts regarding how things might line up against Zagreb next Tuesday and Rangers the following Sunday. Before we do crack on with the actual video, as usual, just a wee suggestion, reminder, encouragement. If you are new to the channel, not yet subscribed, please do click that subscriber button. Do try and keep those subscriber numbers going up little by little. If you do like the channel, please do click that like button. It does help so much with the channel and getting the channel seen by more people. And do pop your own thoughts in to the comment section, keeping things, if you can, pleasant and polite. With regards your lineup, your predicted score, and your thoughts going into the vital 2 matches next week against Zagreb, then against Rangers. Celtic take on Hibs today at 3 o'clock, home game. Celtic have a good recent record against Hibs back in August over consecutive weekends. We beat them 2-0 in the league and 3-1 in the Scottish League Cup. Both games were quite comfortable victories for Celtic. And Celtic obviously go into the game with lots and lots of confidence, in very good form. And Hibs, who have been struggling for form, have just started to turn the corner under David Gray, but do remain down at the bottom of the Scottish Premiership currently. It's predicted that Brendan Rodgers will do a wee bit of resting and rotating. So they're going through quite a packed set of fixtures at the moment. Some very big games obviously coming up next week with Zagreb and then Rangers. And obviously quite a tough game just on Wednesday, a few days ago, in the wind and rain of Aberdeen. Thought that Rodgers will make 5 or 6 changes as he looks to nail down his selections for centre back, left back, and the midfield pairing to go along with Callum Gregor, and also regarding who starts up front for the next couple of games. I think there are a couple of players Rodgers will be looking to rest, and a couple of players that he will be looking to give a run out to finalise those positions where there is some uncertainty as who's going to be the starter and who's going to be the backup. My predicted lineup for the Hibs game today is Kasper Schmeichel in goals, Alice Johnson at right back, although I think Rodgers will look to get Anthony Ralston on after an hour or so just to give AJ a wee bit of a rest. Central defence, Austin Trusty on the right, Liam Scales on the left, giving CCV a wee bit of a rest. I think Greg Taylor will continue at the left back after his successful sub appearance against Aberdeen, with Valley on the bench. In midfield, I think he'll bring back Luke McCowan and Arnie Engels, giving Rio Hatate a rest and looking to bring on Paulo Bernardo again after around about an hour or so, so that he can finalise who the midfield three will be against Zagreb, then against Rangers. Out wide and on the right, I think he'll keep going with Nicholas Kuhn. He was a wee bit off colour and off form against Aberdeen on Wednesday. I think he'll give Dijsselbloem a wee bit of a rest, replace him with James Forrest, although I'd prefer to see Yang or Luis Palma starting on the left, because for me James Forrest has been rather disappointing so far this season, yet to score, yet to have any real major contributions to Celtic, and is looking to me a bit like he's lacking the pace and lacking the footwork and trickery now to beat fullbacks, to get to the byline, and his ability to cut inside and get into the box also isn't as good this season as it was in the end part to last season. Up front, I think he'll go with Adem Ida. Again, I think Adem Ida in the last half hour or so on Wednesday against Aberdeen looked much more threatening, much more of a scoring threat, and so I think he'll get the start, although I do have an inkling that Kyogo will get the starting berth against Zagreb, then against Rangers, as he does have such a good record against Rangers, as does Dijsselbloem, obviously. Do feel free to pop your own thoughts regarding the predicted lineup into the comment section, as I think there is quite a lot of scope for Rodgers to rest and rotate within the squad at the moment. Moving on to the stats, in the last 10 Celtic against Hibs games, Celtic have 7 wins, 2 draws and 1 defeat, with in that period goals for 26, goals against 9. Celtic have an unbeaten record of 19 in a row against Hibs at home, with 15 wins and 4 draws. Hibs last won at Celtic Park way back in January 2010. Celtic are currently on a 23 games unbeaten record in the Scottish Premiership, dating back to March 2024, when we lost 2-0 to Hearts at Tynecastle. Over that period, 21 wins and 2 draws. So a really excellent run of league matches there. And we have won 14 and drawn 2 of our last 16 league home games at Celtic Park. We're on a 12-month unbeaten streak at Celtic Park, and last lost at Celtic Park also to Hearts, and that was 2-0 back in December 2023. I think Celtic are going to win quite comfortably. Hibs do tend to usually come out and play that wee bit more attacking, especially recently. I think Celtic will be able to defend well and keep a clean sheet. So I'm going for a 3-0 win for Celtic today in this afternoon's 3 p.m. kickoff. And then hopefully we can get through the game injury free, get some game time into some of the backups, and also finalise the starting 11 for Zagreb and for Rangers next week. No other major Celtic news developing in the last 24 hours or so, and so we'll finish off today's video there. Before we go, just a wee polite encouragement reminder. If you are new to the channel, not yet subscribed, please do click that subscribe button. If you like the video, please do like the video by ticking the wee box. And as I said, do feel free to pop your pleasant, polite comments, thoughts, opinions in the comment section, particularly in this case regarding your own predicted score, predicted lineup, and your own thoughts about the best 11 for Hibs game today and the Zagreb and Rangers games next week. I will be doing a post-match review of the Celtic Hibs match, probably on Sunday morning. And so until that video, goodbye. Good luck, Celtic, in your game later today with Hibs. And hail, hail.